Right. This is Menino.
And we've heard that several times, even with other
He
groups.
is one of the people that voted to give our city away.
Tonight, several times, unite. When do we stop judging each other or highlighting our differences? And
We're
when do we
not doing
start
that. We want you to stop selling our city.
shared visions, our shared goals? A united community, our country, but let's talk about just our community. It starts in our community, right? A united community is
I
a
bet
health
this is why they sent them all in with flags because they knew they were going to do something at the end.
generation.
Following generation doesn't want your BS, dude. The following generation is your FO of the FA.
And I think we can. There's a lot of work to be done.
We don't want to get there with a cult. Oh, well, we're just going to do this.
Ingredients and build upon those together, even if it's small things. We've seen a split room tonight. We are aligned. We should comment on it because there's commonalities. There's emotions on both sides, but
Yeah, we don't want to give our city away.
things that are
Scientologists don't pay taxes on 40% of our city. And now they want more. Diggity beautiful dog. I'm about to be broadcasting from the pool. Hey Moose. There's my doggy. Is it Riley? It's Menino. We have to vote him out in August. Be sure you register to vote. I had to order my birth certificate so that I can be officially a voter in Florida because of the Scientology.
We also, at the very beginning,
We do take this personal because you're giving away our city, sir.
and then we gave the city manager direction to negotiate what a vacation deal could look like.
And now Scientology just wants it all.
Probably a good job cats to figure out what that
Which is possible thanks to yours truly. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, you wanna get in?
to sit in this role and serve.
Oh my goodness. I might have to drop the phone and go swimming. Go! Where's your ball?
Is anything to do for or against purchasing?
Well, it's obviously 4 if you're letting them take the street, bro. Look at this pupper swimming.
That's what the vote is about. So let's
Look at her swimming. Good girl. Hold on, let me get your tennis ball.
this discussion is
Yes, because the city does not want it. The city does not want it
waiting for me to get to the end as well, but
because you're gonna vote for it.
too bad.
Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Where we veer off differently in this decision-making process
Where is Clearwater?
or gravity that we give to an existing comprehensive plan. Maybe some of the definition of future. For me, to share a little bit about how I came the decision of supporting this vacation
Yeah,
was I didn't start with a yes or a no. I followed the data.
you started with a, oh, sure, absolutely.
City
Oh, there you go.
support.
You followed decisions that have already been made in our city. You did not follow what the voters wanted.
Emergency service. No. Does this vacation negatively affect emergency response time? No.
Is this what your people want?
It's a case of a storm or a hurricane.
No,
No. Does this
we don't
vacation
want this.
soon to be constructed BSTA multimodal transportation facility
No, it's not going to affect that.
affect any current or future bus or public transportation routes?
Yes.
The traffic two most recent traffic studies show that in peak hours on non-Church of Scientology events, 8 cars.
There was many more last time.
Has been declared traffic from Church of Scientology. Lastly, we've heard
It was like
several
17.
discussions about the Attorney General's opinion, um, and how that should be figured in. On the grand scheme, whether the city owns the property or the church sucks. When there was a $1.375 million price tag, assuming the city owned it, the vote was 3-2. We flipped that and said, AG's opinion says church probably owns it. Everything in the negotiation is exactly the same except for not Nostradamus, but I think the vote's probably going to go 3-2. Just saying. City of Clearwater has requested an attorney general's opinion 28 times since 1975. All 28 were followed. Not one of them was pushed to the courts. The Attorney General's office
Please don't shake my laptop's right there. Come on.
directly related to the vacation of right of way.
Oh, I forgot you're a walking dog.
Was followed. Not one municipality challenged his opinion. I'm not going to challenge the AG's opinion. I have no interest in that. We've come to this process for me where
would have flipped the table.
tell you why you've heard it, we've all read it, respect the opinion. The last thing I would talk about is the vacation of right-of-ways, right?
What are you doing?
The comp plan is against the vacating any roadway. We all know that is true. The comp plan was against the vacation of Jones Road. It was vacated with no conditions. The comp plan is against the vacating of what used to be connected Bruce Street in Cleveland, wrapped around the bottom of Coachman Park, extremely busy road, vacated.
Yeah, because we need to stop giving it away.
Against the comp plan. There used to be an alleyway behind Peace Memorial.
Oh, like, not just being sarcastic, Moose.
No conditions attached. Not the same and not vacated, but Cleveland Street is against the comp plan. It's been closed for 6 years. I supported the closing of that because it helped our businesses survive. Still against the comp plan, but still have the flexibility of council.
We still don't like you.
And still closed today. With all those things said,
Hey, Eclectic, are you here? Hit 1 in the chat if you're here. I'm trying to see something.
city to unite,
Where's the dog? There's the dog.
to accept each other for our differences, to find beauty in those,
The differences don't matter. We just don't want you to sell our street.
and make Clearwater the most unbelievable, beautiful city that we all know.
We can't do that if we can't drive in the city.
Thank you very much. That will be short.
Oh, much like my daddy. I love my dad. Yeah, well,
This issue, and it doesn't change at all today.
yeah, he doesn't care.
Disappointing is that I would agree
You?
it is showing that
You are disappointing, sir. You are disappointing. Ecliptic, let me know if you're still here. That's the guy who Jesus would have flipped his table. So since Ecliptic's not saying hi, I'm gonna assume that the second person watching my live is Osa. And y'all are so cute. Thank you guys for keeping up my views and my it'd be great if you liked the stream, commented even, like I don't really care. Do whatever you want. Yes, Clearwater sucks. Clearwater's amazing. Scientology sucks. I'm never leaving this place. I freaking love it. I mean, look at my pet sitting client. I'm staying here for 2 weeks. Look at what I get to play with for 2 weeks. Oh my goodness.
Or XYZ and the taxpayers. You're XYZ.
So I think this is cotton.
The fact that Scientologists are the same citizens. So
Uh,
keeping it short and simple.
Those citizens didn't vote. This is gross. I know, Moose. I love it. Just to go jump in.
Currently still serving. I'll stay in that lane. It was noted up here by
Hey, first responder, you need to know about Lisa then.
responders from New York Police Department that
Get paid.
is one of
Get paid, get paid. Let's get paid. Scientology pays.
the law enforcement has, firearms and such things. Somebody that's dangerous, committed to doing harm in a dump truck, a bus, or a pickup truck. Bullets aren't stopping that as easy. So, as I've said before,
Hey, band-aids don't fix bullet wounds either, buddy. You should know that.
proven as
Band-aids don't fix bullet holes.
I also agree, we have, though it's non-binding, the Attorney General has spoken to this, and thank you, Mr. Menino, for the data points. I'm not going to follow that up, but that solely based on safety is why I will be supporting this vacation.
Bullshit.
Councilmember Teixeira.
I thought Cotton was the mayor.
First, start off with
But we like her. She's the one that reminded us to vote in August, so we got to vote these people out.
times my concern about
Yay, I got 3 watchers. Maybe 2 are Osa. I know Sweet Mateo wanted to say hi.
kitchen flexibility that I saw tonight was awesome. So I want to thank every single person that was responsible for that and was participated in that. So thank you.
We like her. We need her to be more brave.
Explain my thought process, and I really went through it quite methodically. Tonight, however, I'm going to pivot a little bit. So after all these months, talking about the same thing, and throughout all these discussions,
Because it's a big
we have
deal.
heard several statements
All right, I'm jumping in.
repeated often enough that they risk becoming accepted as complete truths. And the problem is that many of them omit critical context. A statement can be technically true and still be misleading when it omits the context necessary to understand it. For example, we have heard repeatedly that the city has approved numerous vacations, hundreds requests over the years, and rarely, if ever, we deny them. That is true, but that's not the complete picture. Not all vacations are created equal. You can't compare a public street to an easement, an alley, a dead end, a remnant strip of land. They are fundamentally different from vacating an active public street in downtown. Some of the vacations that were referenced tonight have a commonality. They were vacated to increase public access, not restrict. I believe it is important to understand how many of those public streets were actually vacated. How many of them were in downtown? How many are comparable? And then you'll find the real answer, the real picture. This is the first. I also don't believe that thought process of, well, we've always approved all the other vacations before, is sufficient basis to approve one today.
I can't ask you. Great.
But they're not binding. Each request must stand on its own merits, based on its own location, its impacts, and whether it serves the public.
Come on, Lena.
Our responsibility is to evaluate the application first now, not the one that came before it.
Come on.
So word comparisons.
8,000 citizens already said no.
As someone who helped lead that effort as president of the Downtown Merchants Association, with the great leadership of our former mayor, Hibbert,
Yeah.
I can tell you firsthand that the circumstances could not have been more different.
This dog almost drowned me. I don't think y'all saw it.
Century pandemic. Restaurants and businesses were fighting to survive with occupancy restrictions of 25%. Closing that street allowed to increase the occupancy, and then we survived. But out of that, something truly special happened. All all the employees came out, and all the neighbors.
But now Scientology is keeping businesses
Even today,
from surviving.
businesses are still on about extra seating because the weekdays are still too slow. So they need those extra seating.
Well, you know, if Scientology wouldn't quit buying all the restaurants and kicking them out.
Cleveland Street was never vacated. It remains public property. It remains open to the public.
Come on, Lena.
Emergency access is maintained.
Come on, Lena. Come on, Lena. Damn it. Come on, Lena. Y'all think happy thoughts for Lena? Come on, Lena. Watch this. I'm gonna see if this dog will swim. Do you have Erica text? Somebody gave it to Lisa.
our events to see if those needs contradict with tonight's decision. Finally, the last distinction that has received far less attention, and I'm surprised that it deserves, is that this request asks us to move in a direction that is inconsistent with many of the policies we have spent years charting. In fact, I would agree, I would argue, it is not merely inconsistent with that roadmap, it moves us in the actual opposite direction. So, when viewed in full context, in my mind, this is not just about a road. It's a discussion about whether we trust the vision we adopted for our downtown and the policies we created to get us there. These policies were intended to serve as our roadmap, particularly when the decisions before us become difficult. Because when they're difficult, it's very easy and we're tempted to draw easy comparisons, even when the distinctions matter more. Good public policy, I believe, is rarely found in easy comparisons. It is found in understanding the important distinctions. So I will not be supporting this vacation.
Yeah.
You, well, I will, and, I promise I won't, that will not be too long because I think it's pretty clear everybody
Go, Lena!
to, point was made when we voted on this.
Shut up, we don't like you.
Outcomes already obvious, so.
That one's cotton, I think.
Fairly forward.
He's already said what he's already said he's gonna sell. He don't care.
Councilwoman Teixeira said, but she made some points that I would have made, and I appreciate her doing that. For me, the first question.
That's what we're watching. Lena just said no.
Public
This one already said yes. I think that's Menino. And now Cotton's talking about it.
or the property owner. In this case, as was pointed out by one of the speakers tonight, it's not one organization, it's two different entities. Either the Church of Scientology Flag Organization
It has
Incorporated,
nothing to do with the church.
or an organization which owns the
Do not say it's a religion.
side of Garden Avenue, or the Church of Scientology Religious Trust,
It's not a religion.
which is a California nonprofit,
Ooh.
which owns the east side of Garden Avenue.
Why do they own? Why does the California company own?
Who owns the land underneath Garden Avenue? And we all know that about a year ago,
Let's go, let's go. Don't give it away.
citizens' opinion,
Go, Lena. Go, Lena.
his
So excited for Lena.
Was that the citizens, the public, the taxpayers owned the land under the street. After that,
Pro tip, Scientology, it doesn't pay taxes on anything they own.
answering those two questions, who owns the street and can we request value for that?
Can I beat this dog across the pool?
Proposal first, where I forget the dollar amount, but it was somewhere between $1 million and $2 million that we were going to get in as a transaction with the Church of Scientology for Gay Street. And as Councilmember Teixeira pointed out earlier, Garden Avenue is a lot different from all the other streets or alleys or things that we have. One, it's an active street. We can argue about how active it is. It's active. There are cars using it every day. The public is using it every day. Traffic studies or not, everyone would admit, yes, the public is using it every day. And if you look at Exhibit A to the ordinance, which is the drawing of the street, and it shows what looks like it was the old plat for the square subdivision. It is a large piece of property. In fact, if you look at the lots on the east side or the west side and compare it to the street, you could, as the houses were planned at the time of this drawing, you could put 6 houses on the street. This street is different. It's not like maybe any other stretch of street in the downtown. So with that, Councilmember Albritton had the right to do so and did. He asked the Attorney General for opinion, and the Attorney General gave him an opinion. which was shared with the entire council. In the Attorney General's opinion, the citizens did not own the street. That by operation of law became the adjoining abutting property owners. So, as I said on Monday, I have great respect for the Attorney General. Great respect. I know him personally. I've had personal conversations with him, and he's a he does a great job, and I hope he does well in the upcoming election. But not everyone agrees with him on his opinion, and I can tell you from many years of practicing law, I've disagreed with smart lawyers, and they've disagreed with me over the years on many different issues. That's no offense to the other attorney that lawyers have differences of opinions. And although I would acknowledge that we can rely on that to vote tonight on vacating the street, it's not the same, as I pointed out earlier, as having a court decide, take in evidence from both sides and hearing arguments. In our case, arguments on behalf of the citizens and taxpayers. Aligned with our city attorney's opinion earlier that they own the street, arguing for them, the folks we were elected to represent, that it's their property. And I've always felt, I even felt a year ago before the Attorney General's opinion that if I were asking for a vacation of the street, I would want that. I would want to quiet the title. For some reason,
Anything else?
this applicant has not asked the court to quiet the title to resolve this issue once and for all. So, as I said on Monday, without that, yes, we can rely on that for a vote. But in the public's mind, they're going to know that our previous city attorney, his opinion was that it was their property. And in vacating this street, in their opinion, overwhelming part of our community, our citizens, we are giving away their property. So I don't think that's good for anyone. I don't think that's good for the applicant. I don't think that's good for our city. I would prefer that that issue be resolved by a court, one way or the other. And had we done that, asked for that court review a year ago, we might even have already have an adjudication one way or the other.
Yeah.
By now, but we didn't. And so I put it out Monday. I think it's a mistake to move forward with vacating the street without a court determination.
What?
Street. I think we owe that to our citizens and taxpayers to get that, to fight for them based upon the opinion of our city attorney, our prior city attorney, that it was their property. But I think we're going a different direction tonight, so I'll move on to my other argument was still is first time we voted and this time too is, and folks who have come out tonight from in significant numbers, appreciate you coming out tonight to support this. And I've heard a lot of speakers tonight talk about the auditorium that you want to build. And
You don't need the street for that.
Passion and interest in doing that. That's a great thing for your organization. The only thing I would say is
He was against it for the last vote.
There was a plan to do that without closing the streets before, and you could still do that without closing the street. Now, I understand some of the arguments on ingress and egress and coming in and out of there, but there are large events at the hotel and at the flag building.
At the hotel.
Of large events, I know at the Osceola retreat next to the Baycare Sound. So I don't know that that alone justifies eliminating public use. I don't understand what the public benefit is
All right.
from allowing that. And as one speaker pointed out, you know, if you do have a large event where you needed to block off the street for safety,
You get a permit.
to do that. So
Yeah.
it's the same argument really that I had before. Councilmember Teixeira has pointed out the differences between the other streets and alleyways that we may have vacated over time. This is far different.
It is.
In the downtown
Menino, stop staring at him. Just stare tag them, work.
street. And this street, we know, and I've shared before, 6.3 million vehicles
That's just vehicles. Millions more people in those vehicles pass through there, pass right by downtown Clearwater
Yep.
per year.
Yep.
I would love to have not just Garden Avenue, other streets to encourage them to, hey, before we go out to the beach, let's go to downtown Clearwater.
Let's go check out the cook.
Family-owned entertainment center. Maybe go to a restaurant. I would love
Go to Nash Keys.
using Garden Avenue to assess the exciting things we are developing and continue to develop in downtown Clearwater. It also sits close to other streets in the area. I pointed out at the prior meeting too.
I hope they say no.
That and sits close to approach how we can reconfigure State Road 60 and Garden Avenue to accommodate more people coming to downtown Clearwater.
Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do 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 do.
To reinvigorate Garden Avenue and State Road 60, like entering into county properties downtown Clearwater might look like. So for me, I remain convinced that that Garden Avenue is important for our future growth, our continued growth in the downtown core. I think
Did you see
it's
Benito?
active
Did you see his jaw drop?
street. It is active and it is currently used by the public,
Spit it out.
and it is a broad portion of the street.
Spit it out.
I think it's important to the future growth of Clearwater's downtown core. There's no public service by purpose served by closing the street with Coachman Park, the Daycare Sound, Ballad Hotel, Bluff Apartments, and significant Pinellas County government property footprint.
Somebody. Listen to somebody. Maybe because their ACLU sued him.
Which many believe the public owns to support this impressive growth. So I will be supporting the overwhelming majority of the Clearwater citizens in opposing the vacation
Hey.
Garden Avenue and voting no on this motion. Any further discussion? Okay. If not, then we'll proceed to vote. All those in favor?
Wait, we haven't had a motion.
Yes. Yeah.
Approve agenda item 8.1. Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. It would be 3 in support and Councilmember Teixeira and myself in opposition. Okay, with that, we'll go to the next agenda.
Wait, hold on.
Second reading.
No, we just care about the Scientology taking over our street. That one's Albrighton. The one drinking. He slept through the whole meeting, woke up to yell at us, and then went back to sleep. This one's the one that preaches from his position.
Ordinance of the city of Clearwater,
Ooh.
Florida.
That was the mayor.
September 3rd,
That guy's a Scientologist.
$3,574,619, providing an effective date.
Anyone here from the public tonight desire to speak to this agenda?
Are you spending any of it on animal services?
If not, it's their motion.
Motion to approve agenda. 3.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous.
Reading ordinance number 9906-26. Ordinance of the city of Clearwater, Florida, amending Code of Ordinances, chapter 28, article 1, amending section 28.04, creating and selling on streets, providing for inclusion in the code, providing for severability, providing for an effective date.
You don't want to hear from the public tonight, desire to speak to this agenda.
Yes, we should be allowed to sell in our streets.
If not, it's their motion.
Go Lena. Go Lena.
It's unanimous.
Wait, what?
That moved to 10. Are there any citizens to be heard tonight on agenda items not on the agenda?
No, because we only cared about Scientology taking our street. Nope. None of the Scientologists want to talk. All right, guys. I think that was it. I think 8-1 was our thing. I think they got a street. I'll be back with a new report later. Fingers crossed. But I think they got our street. All right, love you guys. I'm gonna go swimming with this good little puppy.